Welcome to Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we're looking quickly at Nintendo's latest, as of November 2021, Game & Watch for The Legend of Zelda. From what I understand, this is the Game Boy Color version of The Legend of Zelda, not the NES version, although I could be wrong about that. I have not opened it to try it, nor am I going to. I like to keep these things sealed when they're new, but you can kind of get a look at the, I don't want to get too much of a glare on here. Okay, that's the best I'm going to get. So it might be, but is there much difference? I don't know. It's pretty, it's just in their thing that you can get one of these for like $50. People sell them overpriced on eBay, trying to make a profit on them. It comes basically with the one game. It has like a clock in it. You can put it in this sort of like a case stand that it has. And they did one for Mario. We looked at that one previously, and this one is for Zelda. I guess they maybe are going to do one once a year. Some people think that this might be a precursor to them releasing a sort of a Game Boy Mini or Classic, since that's what they like to call their systems, and then sell that in a form factor. I don't know about that. I just don't know how well that would sell. There is a lot of nostalgia for Game Boy. There is, but there's also like, it's just, I don't know, there's not a lot of people that think back to Game Boy games and are like, thinking of them as like all-time classics. There's some good ones, but it's like when you look at like the NES or, especially like the Super NES, there are games that people like, really look back fondly on, etc. Game Boy games tended to be distractions. They were fun, but, they weren't like life-altering or anything. I don't know how to explain it, And so I don't know if a lot of people would like run out and buy something that would ultimately just be like, like think about it this way, like, what is a Switch cost right now? Like the low end one's about what, $200? And so, if Nintendo were to release like a Game Boy Classic, not Advance, maybe if they did Game Boy Advance, okay, but if they just did Game Boy Color and Game Boy Black and White, and they sold it for like $100, you know what I mean? Like, another $100, you got yourself a Switch. Really gonna buy like just some old Game Boy? I don't think people will do it. People like me will do it. Really big enthusiasts will do it. You might do it since you're watching these videos. But I don't know. I don't think like it would be a big seller, and I'm sure Nintendo probably ponders that thing too. Where, like in this case with this Zelda Game & Watch, Nintendo could release a series of these with their significant titles and sell them for $50 a piece, and probably make a decent dollar off of the electronics on this without trying to sell something as a classic pack. If they release one of these a year, and they don't plan on going anywhere, in 10 years you've got 10 of them. How many great Game Boy Color games are there? You know what I mean? Now, if they decided to make a Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and Game Boy system, I would say that would be okay, because there's certainly some Game Boy Advance games that are really great and I think stand out a little bit more than just Game Boy alone. I'm not knocking Game Boy. Don't write a comment and say like, oh no, you're forgetting all these other great games. I know there's lots of great games, but it's just that I'm not convinced that there's this fondness from the mainstream, like if they were with having that NES Classic or that Super NES Classic, that a Game Boy Classic is gonna hold up for people. I just don't know. Especially because Nintendo has historically, like, offered these things, a lot of these games, in terms of downloads on all of their previous systems, you know. So it's like, you know, it's not like you haven't played them. I mean, if you wanted to play them, you could, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But maybe it's just because I just wasn't really a big Game Boy guy. We'll probably find out. I mean, at some point, they'll probably do something. It seems like the classics did well for them. I don't think we're going to see an N64 classic anytime soon, simply because the hardware emulation for that is still not great. It's pretty good, you know, but you still need kind of a beefier system to really get good frame rates and things like that out of it. And you know, when they make these little smaller systems, they want to do it with like a little ARM processor, keep costs down and that sort of thing. You know, plus there's like the cartridges are bigger, takes up a bigger memory card, all that stuff costs more money. Where, you know, they could probably throw like 100 Game Boy games on a little, you know, SD card and emulate it very inexpensively. So who knows? Maybe if they put enough retro stuff on it, original tint, backlit, original like color and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, it would probably work. I mean, but I just don't know if they would sell like 1 million of them or not. It's really kind of the question mark. Anyway, Legend of Zelda, there's plenty of guys out there that have cracked this open and done reviews on it, so if you really want to know what it's all about, you could do a search on YouTube. This is just one for the count, for the list. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.